Hi, this is Classon, and thank you for tuning in. Sorry if I'm a little bit goofy at the moment. We're having a hard time being serious, but we will be serious now. These are my two character witnesses. They are going to describe how I am as a person, as a developer, and how it is to work with me. And I've told them to be completely and utterly honest. I might regret it. This is Jonas A. He works at Altran. You've seen him before. I interviewed him on SharePoint. He's a SharePoint developer and so much more. Ooh. And then we have Daniel Widegren. He works with security for
Tila West.
Okay, so I was really struggling saying that name previous recording. So we went to school together. They were going in the, what do you call it, years my senior? No, they were... I don't know how you say that, but they were a year ahead of me. But I had the opportunity to work with them on several projects, and we've become really good friends. I like to consider them some of my best friends. What the? Käften nu. So I'll start with the first question. How is it to have me as a part of a team, Daniel? How was it to work with me? And you have to be completely honest.
Well,
Come on.
Come on, we can do it.
Well, it was quite interesting. She was way too hardworking, I will say. Yeah, she could pretty much do nothing but think about working in the project. With the project.
I'm sure it must have been. So, is that a negative or a positive?
I would say both, I'd say, but mostly positive, of course.
So I'm sure there was some aspects of me that are a little bit difficult. You can say it's safe.
Well,
you're in your safe place now.
A little bit too emotional, I say.
What the? Like, give me an example.
I'll prefer.
Oh no, that's your question. I'm not going to. No, that's yours.
Tell us about the UML diagram.
Well, the thing was that we were doing start of your career, and we were doing project together. Me, Daniel, and Iris.
A social mashup tool.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It got plugin system and all. It was really good, actually. Yeah. We all were pretty crappy at that time. And Daniel, as I always says, is a little bit of a tough head, I would say. Pretty much focused on, I will do this and you should do that. And he's kind of that kind of guy. And if you know that, it's okay to work with him. It's quite lovely, actually. You know what's going to happen, and you know how.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he told Iris to do something I don't remember, and she hadn't learned that yet. It was the first year, so it wasn't that strange of a big deal or a big deal at all. But she got a little moody, and I had to explain my friend over there how he reacts, and I used an UML diagram to explain how he works and different classes of him. And it worked. It was a very computer science kind of way to explain a person, but
and his class is sealed.
But
I really wish I saw that.
He has a static constructor.
Oh, please. We can do this all night. No.
But I remember what happened. I think it was something I had to implement some of the Flickr API or something. And at that point, I didn't even know what an API was. And I asked Dan, how do I do this? And he was like, oh, it's not even hard. And I was like, but it is hard. And I was kind of feeling a little bit down because I didn't feel like... I've got really high expectations for myself. So that is one negative. That sometimes when I don't succeed immediately, I can get really upset about it. So that's when Jonas took me into the classroom next door and made a nice drawing of a UML diagram how Daniel works. And you know, logic always works with me. So I'll get emotional, but logic works, and you know.
Apparently logic works to explain me too.
We did have to add some extensions, okay? So how is this turning in about him now?
Oh, it's always Spencer.
It's always about that.
Yes.
No. Okay, so yeah, I have to admit, I'm very passionate. I have a lot of energy, but I do get upset sometimes. It doesn't last long, but it's a short burst of a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then it's gone.
Over the years, I've noticed a lot of thunderstorms, but I usually hide. And then it's over.
Yeah, we have this evacuation routine with targetists.
But yeah, let's talk about the good parts, I say.
Yeah, I agree. But that's all. They're...
No, I have one. You are very, very bad at small talk.
The language? Hell yeah.
Yeah, not the language, the social small talk that's sometimes needed of you in a project. You have to talk about the weather, and if you live in Sweden, you have to be able to talk about the weather. If you have to be able to do some small talk often, and you're not that good.
If it's, I can do it if it's about programming.
If it's about computers, training. Computers. Food. Kittens. Programming. Computers. And
we spent 10% of our time during our practical training
mobile
Googling
devices.
kittens together with our teacher.
Well, that's not true, but still.
Do you remember when the client came visiting us and he ate banana bread with garlic hummus?
Yes.
Because he thought banana bread was actually... I made banana bread for the client and he thought it was normal bread, so he put garlic hummus on it. We didn't say anything until afterwards.
No, the secret is out.
Yeah, it's not good. It's definitely not good.
I must especially remember Googling kittens.
But do I have to be good at small talk?
No. But it's required of you sometimes.
See, that's why I'm please don't put me something very close to the client. Put me together with guys and girls like this. Please.
Fashionable.
Oh, you're quite fashionable. I like your t-shirt and I don't know what the hell. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
No, yeah, you look good.
Oh, yeah.
You look good. Okay, so what are my positive sides?
Oh, your energy. Always. You're like a cup of coffee, or a million of them. You're always passionate about your work.
I give you diarrhea.
Your words, not mine.
Especially about your passion about learning new things.
We're going to need to cut that out.
I can say diarrhea on the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want anyone to know. Yeah.
So
that was a bad part, not a good one.
Iris, the good parts.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I have a lot of energy.
Yeah, you have a lot of energy. Your passion for things and your relentlessness for learning things. It's ridiculous. You can sit here in 4 or 5 in the morning and it's just like you just woke up and you have to learn it. It's good, and if you live at the place, it's quite bad because you have to sleep sometime.
Or I'm here at your place and it's 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm still on the couch trying to figure out how to do a PowerShell script.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you basically never want to learn more things, that's for sure. Always trying to steal everything we know, both me and Jonas.
Oh, yeah. She's a robber.
Do I ask a lot of questions?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And we love it. It makes us think about what we assume about programming, and that's a lot. Because I think we are pretty stupid, so...
No, now you ruined the whole credibility. Okay, so we have this thing in Sweden where we have to be humble. and they're trying really hard to do that and succeeding. These are two really, really good developers. Really good, I mean it. So I know a lot of developers. I know what good is. So these are two really good developers. Otherwise, I don't hang out with people that suck.
Are she trying to take jobs for us or her?
I'm not so
I
sure,
might
actually.
start my own, you know. Would you like some more wine? No. We have not been drinking, and I have not paid them anything for it.
Oh, that's
You
nice.
can always sort of talk about your
We
own
have
programming skills
drink a
too.
lot of some wine, but just
No,
food.
we haven't.
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah, you don't drink. Yeah.
But how about you talk about your own programming skills, actually?
Yeah, where am I at? Like, am I any good?
You
Jonas is
are
best
certainly
explained.
good, and you show a lot of promises. The thing is,
Do I deliver?
Yes, you deliver, and you make sure you deliver, and you think about problems a lot. You just don't deliver. You put a lot of time and effort in thinking, how can I deliver this the best way?
So I'm an endless chain of promises.
Oh. Then you just have to do a then or a done.
No, I'm never done. There's only done. I keep returning. There's never done with me.
No, that's not true. That's most certainly not true. But you most certainly try to learn all of the project when you start. You just don't want to do your part of the project. You want to learn about what this project does. How can you learn from it? You analyze it to death in a good way.
And sometimes a little bit too much, Evan.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's a personality thing, and some developers have it and some developers don't. You need to, in a project, you always need to have one of them, at least one of them, and if you don't have one of them, well, there you have it. So I think it's a really good thing, because you cannot only have the quick ones and all the, I need to do my thing and it's only important I do my thing.
Yeah.
You need to have a watcher.
It's very important for me to understand what I'm doing.
And
Sometimes a little bit too much, but this is where, a team will hold me back a little bit. They'll say, just let it go, move on. You don't need to know everything. But I do kind of want to know how things work. So I need people to kind of hold me back a little bit sometimes. So, I can go home and sleep, or,
yeah.
I totally agree to that.
Yeah.
So I don't come late in the mornings.
What, mornings? You mean evenings?
No, I would say, negative sides. My time estimates, my perception of time is...
Oh, it's horrible.
I do developer time, which means it's flexible. So I'll say it now. Like I'm kind of always running late. Right?
You're like
Couple of times. I had the key to our office.
If you
and
think
were all-
about Bamsa, the turtles, what's his name? You have that kind of watch where you have sleep, food, and
Work.
Yeah.
Work. You have that kind of watch, most certainly, and it goes after your feelings.
I was like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
A little bit of both.
A little
Yeah.
bit of both. You cannot assume.
Should be there.
No.
I'll be there, but I do run late sometimes.
Yeah, but you always
Most times, but
you always call or you always text.
Yeah.
Then that's the most important.
How
thing.
many text messages did you get today?
Oh, well, about 5 or 7,
And 2 phone calls.
and 2 phone calls that
That's
she was
it.
late, and it was fine. It was just a dinner. But
I'm late. I'm on the tram. There's a problem with the tram. Don't take the tram this summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that is truly a part of you and what your personality is. You are
I might be 5 minutes late, that's a bit... Okay, I might be half an hour late, but I'll be there all night. More or less.
Yeah, you hate meetings.
Oh, yes.
You truly hate meetings.
I do.
I
don't hate meetings.
If you take all the time you have complained about meetings, I think you have summarized all the Scrum meetings I have, all my current project. You complain a lot about.
I love discussions in a team when we discuss about, when there's a meeting with an actual purpose and, you talk about architectural solution and what you're going to do, whether or not this is a good or bad idea. There's some meetings that benefit because you're kind of coding. You're not writing the code, but you're, going through the motion. But just meetings about, kind of crunching numbers and,
What would
the
you
general
feel about architectural meeting? You stand all day at a screen or paper and you paint and you calculate and you...
But that's not bad because, you get to implement those things. So it's kind of exciting because you make a draft of, of your perfect dream, the project you will love forever until 10 days later when you hate it.
Yeah. So you prefer to have those meetings?
Yeah.
Where you...
What I don't like is okay, so here are the slides for the meeting. Where are we today? And how do you feel? And, and you go through and they invite everybody in on the meeting, just in case. I hate it when they do that. They cram a room with people, just in case. And most people don't know what they're there. I've been dragged into sales meetings where I don't even know what we're selling or what we're doing, but it's good if you're here. And then they ask me how far have you come, and I say not as far as I would if I wasn't here.
This meeting takes up all.
Here's a good thing about it. She's always honest, or most times she's very honest. You know what she feels.
I've gotten gag orders a couple of times during meetings because of that, though.
You definitely know.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. If you feel something, you should tell about it. The most important thing about doing that is think about it, how you say it first, and I actually think that Iris does that.
Yeah.
She doesn't just feel, but she most certainly do, and will tell you about what she's feeling, but she will think about it first.
Yeah, I don't just Well, I think I've done it once with you.
I don't recall that, actually.
Well, that's good, because I put something in your tea.
I don't
have a green tea.
I had my moments with you.
I don't have a green tea.
Of despair. You drink tea?
No.
You don't drink tea?
No.
So what's that bag in the cup for?
Not my tea.
You drink water? That's just weird. See, it's always about him.
It's always about it, but you made it about him this time.
Yeah. So, guys, it's really warm in here.
I agree.
Yep, your fault.
It's one of those lovely summer nights in Sweden. It's getting really hot in here, and we produce a lot of body heat. So.
Yeah, stop with that, Iris.
I think it's getting awkward.
Yeah, stop.
Okay, so we're going to leave it at awkward. This was 2 character witnesses. I think 2 will do. Do you have any final words about me?
Hire her.
That's very nice. I didn't pay you to say that. Now I feel like I have to.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
It's really fun to work with Iris. It's really fun. You have a fun time.
Are you saying I'm funny? Because I have that on.
No,
it's recorded.
You're not funny, but it's funny working with you because of your passion about your job. And that's what's important for me, at least.
Thank you. I quite like working with the 2 of you. Okay, now let's end this. I totally hate you guys. Okay. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okej, ja, vi spelar in. Så, okej. Jag vet inte hur vi ska börja så här. Okay. To kind of describe how you are as a person. So I think that every job interview should have some sort of character witnesses, so people can, say how you are as a person working on that team, because it is one of the most important things when you're working on a team. Det där blev bara jättekonstigt.
Yep. That wasn't even a sentence. Not even a sentence.
Okay, cut. Okej. Alltså 12 minuter från när jag börjar prata vettiga saker. Okej, så. Varmt jävligt faktiskt. Så fan är bara osar värme liksom.
Ja, du får skilja.
Ja, men jag känner mig som en jävla ostbåge.
Ja, förstår du varför vi vill ha AC'n på, va?
I feel like bacon.
Yes. We always feel like bacon.
We're bacon.
Det var du som ville att jag skulle sitta här.
Ja.
Du lutar ju där så långt borta som möjligt.
För att rädda dig så mycket som möjligt.
Och jag gjorde ju detta strategiskt. Jag valde ju att du skulle sitta där. För då slapp jag sitta bredvid dig. Och så gav vi 2 element bredvid varandra istället.
Ja, ni får komma och besöka mig på vintern.
Jag sitter där som element bara.
Jag brukar torka kläder på elementet.